every holiday that's coming up, crafting. We would spend Friday nights cross stitching till 2 in the morning. Might sound lame, but we listened to pretty cool rock music. You know, we were Petty Point powerhouses. It was great. That's my joke. And making art with mom has been a constant in my life. Even weeks ago, we were talking about art, thinking about art, talking about projects, and she has a handful of projects that she didn't get to finish, and I think we're going to finish them and just display them proudly. And I have art that I wanted to finish as well, and that I wanted to give to her as a gift. I'm doing this big piece that I never got to, and now I'm going to be able to finish that as a tribute and display it proudly for her. So at this time, I just want to welcome up Adrian and Matthew, one at a time or together, whatever you like, to share some words if you like. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I don't know if I would actually just gonna get up here. I don't know if I'm really ready for this, honestly. I think I'm just still in shock over everything. I do know there's a couple things I want to say. I do want to say thank you to Jesse for putting this together, and and Adrian and Hugh. I know that those last days were tough. Um, it was good to be there with you guys and be there with mom. And, you know, we all had some differences, and it was a big struggle. But each one of you put in effort that I just was courageous and honorable, and it helped me get through it. I know it helped mom, and I love you guys all so much more for it. And I feel like I want to get to know you so much better. I mean, you brought a light to that whole situation that was really hard to find, I think. And I think for mom too, there was magic moments there that were really powerful. I wish I was there for the little booze drinking moment. I was just I had left a couple days before the end, and I got a little story where mom had come in from seeing her garden and saw a beer on the table. Is that how that went?
Yeah, on the counter.
On the counter, and was like, "Whose is that? Can I have a sip?" And then you guys put a
She
little.
wanted the whole beer.
Yeah.
She wanted it all.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. She
I
had a
got
couple
that
shots.
when
She
gave her
saw
that
it. She wanted a beer.
Had a couple shots.
And Neil, you too, and Karen. Yeah. Oh my God, that would have been amazing. But I really did appreciate the time that I had at the end, and I just death has been a big part of my life over the years. Just as an adventurer, I get the call a couple times a year that I've had another friend's dead, and a lot of the time I don't get a chance to say goodbye or say what I want. But it was nice to have a couple weeks with mom, and even up to it, I don't know. We just were communicating a lot more over the last year. So I thank the stars for that time. I don't know. I don't know what I can say right now. It's hard, but I feel really privileged to have had two amazing parents who really helped make me who I am, and mom was just always there for me. Being the eldest of three boys, I'd have to take on things as first all the time, and I was a little shit, I'll admit. I would just have a big mouth, and I was a little person, and people would want to fuck with me, and I'd just tell them how I felt. I didn't want anybody to screw with my shit, whatever. And I got worked, and being in school was tough, because I just would be bullied all the time, and mom and her brothers and sisters, they went through a lot of the same stuff, so those lessons were coming across, and she felt how difficult that would be there. So she was always there for me. So I remember one time I had a bully. He was just working me over in school, and I can't remember the details of what happened, but she's like, "This is it. We're going to their house."
just like, so we go there, knock on the door, get invited to sit down at the kitchen table. He's sitting across from me. There's parents, we're talking, and my mom's like, "This is it. This is done. This isn't going to continue anymore." And I'm just like, "Man, it's so badass," even though it was completely embarrassing. But yeah, she was always there, and those moments made giant differences in my life. And her strength was incredible. I feel like she gave me some of that strength, and I really appreciate that. And as the years went on, I don't think I ever really understood how much of a badass she was. Dealing with my dad on the boat, that just sounded horrific. I mean, I was there for a bunch of those first days. I knew they needed help. I went on some of their first voyages, and it was tough. You guys were badasses. I don't know how to say it. I do a lot of adventures in my life, but some of the things you guys had to deal with on that boat, and Mom was always so rock solid. Maybe it wasn't her operandi, but she signed up and she went and did it, and she just held her head high, and in her full survival suit on the giant ocean, just giant storms. Some of the stories you guys come back with, I'm still processing what that would have been like. And she did all those things, and I still don't get how my mom was there doing these things. It blows my mind. And even in the last days where she was dealing with her father and all how hard that was, just so proud of her, and just so much strength. And I mean, that was kind of the thing in the end. She had so much strength. She and putting so much energy out to everybody that she loved. I think she forgot a little bit about herself. But like Jesse said, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, this is a tough one. Didn't expect this to go this quickly for her. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate the chance to talk, and I really appreciate all you guys coming here and being part of this. And it was great to show her that love too in her last moments with us, and everybody coming to support her and being there for her. And you could see it in her eyes that she knew she was loved. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Matthew.
Hello. Well, what do you say after all of that? That's a lot. But I'm going to do my best to honor my mom in a way that I hope she would be proud of. Start with some thank yous. Thank yous are important. Obviously, I can pretty much thank everybody for being here to start off with, just for coming and doing, being here on such a short notice. But specifically, I'd like to thank Anne and Karen. The final moments of her life were difficult, obviously. But after those moments had ended, Anne and Karen did some things that I don't think I could have handled myself. They made Mom beautiful again, and they combed her hair, and they beautified the room, and we lit a candle and we put music on. They did the hardcore stuff that I wasn't going to do. Like that, I could have. It would have been hard. I want to thank you for the years of happiness that you gave her. Laughing, staying up late, playing music with her. She was happy, and she enjoyed that time, and that is beautiful. And then everything in the end is just thank you. Aaron, thank you for the support you gave me. Every night I went home, I was able to break down, cry, throw things around, be an idiot, so that I could go back up the next day and be strong and help people and help everybody that I could. Matthew, thank you for always supporting me and talking with me even when we disagree. And the conversations we had over that time, I'll never forget them. And they were very helpful. And of course, Jesse, like, I can't even describe how this event would not have happened as easily without Jesse's help. He stands back and stays out of the limelight because that's Jesse. But I know, and I appreciate it because I had to do some stuff, but it wasn't like coordinating with people. Not at this time, so thank you. There's one more. Who was it? Sorry, thinking, processing. I'll get back to it. There is a lot of lessons to go around here, and I've been reflecting on them throughout this experience. And I think the one that came to the forefront for me was lack of control. A couple of weeks ago, you get a phone call, you're told this is reality. Now you got to deal with it, and you don't have any control, none at all. And I put aside all of my feelings, all of the things that were going crazy inside of me, and I just tried to do what I could to help everybody. And you just have to surrender to that control, or that lack of control. Even though, for the most part, we have no control, though, we do have control in some things. And that's one thing that really shone through for me. And what I can control is the choice of how I saw the situation and how I react to it going forward. Strength. She was a strong person. She lived it. She showed it. She was the example. She was inspirational to me in that strength. She didn't whine. She didn't complain. She did a little bit to me in the background, to the few of us, but for the most part, wall of strength. And it was impressive. And as I helped carry her body from the bed to the stretcher after she had passed, as I was holding her weight, it just hit me how it is now my turn to carry that strength for her going forward. The responsibility now falls on us to be the strength, to be the example for everybody around us. And that's my vow. That's my vow going forward. To be strong for myself and for the loved ones in my family as much as I possibly can. And that's the lesson I'm taking from her. Strength and honor. Okay, last little bit here. Everybody knows my mom was loving. Everybody knows my mom was caring. Everybody knows that she was strong. Everybody knows this is she's mom. But what I hope you guys knew is that she was devious. She was a devious lady. Mom saw rules and she questioned them. Why? Why are we doing this? This is stupid. Because they did it before? Let's do our own way. And I took a lot from her from that. And I viewed the world through my own lens. And I chose to make sure, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, and I'm happier, as a result of it, I'm going to do it. So my final story is a story that I'm going to talk about that a few of you have heard. So bear with me, I apologize. We were living in Brentwood Bay at the time, and we were just at the end of high school. Jesse was working at Save On Foods at the time, and had come home from work, and the Save On had been selling Christmas trees, right? And he brought this Christmas tree home, and he was super happy. Look, Mom, I got a Christmas tree for the family. And we looked at it, we put it up, and Jesse had gone off on another task. And the only people at home were my mom and I. And we put the tree up, and we looked at it. And this tree was a sad, sad Charlie Brown tree. And there was like this section in the back, just a huge hole. Like, you don't need a Christmas tree right there, that's fine. And we looked at it, we looked at each other, and we're like, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. We have to get rid of this thing. But we didn't want to hurt Jesse's feelings because he bought this tree and brought it home for the family. He was going to provide for the family. but art comes first in the house. So we took it off the little stand, plucked it in the Volvo, and drove it back up to the house on the hill up in Sandston there. She pulled off to the side of the road. I ran 40 feet into the bushes, nerfed the tree into the bushes, then got back in the car, drove back to the True Value by the house, bought a beautiful tree, just spectacular. And we came and we put it at the house and we set it all up and we told no one. Nobody. For years that story was not told because we didn't want to hurt Jesse's feelings.
Oh, when he told me 6 years later, I just peed myself.
She cared about her art. She cared. It mattered to her that things were perfect. The picture at the front with her in the 80s perm, got the Christmas tree right behind, and those will be my fondest memories. The time that we spent together as a family at Christmas, that will burned in there, seared into that long-term memory, and I'll cherish it. So I've thanked all these people, but I really just want to thank her for helping make me the man I am today. And I appreciate it, and I'm so grateful to her. I love you, Mom, and I will miss you forever. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Matthew, for showing us that you can talk without having to write things down. Not everyone has that skill. Now I'd like to just break it up a little bit, invite Neil up here to serenade us.
Good idea.
That's what I wanted to do when I first stood up here. That will forever be the sound of her. I didn't do it.
So I came, a little bit closer. So I came back from Quebec after 4 years on the road with this here guitar. And Louise liked it so much I ended up selling it to her for about half of what I paid for it. And, I thought about playing it, but you know what, I think it'll just stay right there. She helped us all be better people, let's face it. She was there when my son was born, like that. He's over there. And we couldn't have done it without her. So I learned this when I was traveling, and I came back, and she really liked it. And she always asked me to play it. And we performed it together a bunch of times. Way down on an angel, one to carry me home. I hope you come and see me soon, 'cause I don't wanna go alone. I don't wanna go alone. Now, angel, won't you come by me? Well, angel, hear my plea. Take my hand, lift me can fly with thee, so that I can fly with thee. And I'm waiting on an angel, and I know it won't be long to find myself a resting place in my angel's arms, my angel's arms. So speak kind to a stranger, because you never know. It just might be an angel come, oh, knocking at your door. Come knocking at your door. And I'm waiting on an angel, and I know it won't be long to find myself a resting place in my angel's arms. Well, I'm waiting on an angel, and I know it won't be long to find myself a resting place in my angel's arms, in my angel's arms. Waiting on an angel, one to carry me home. I hope you come and see me soon, 'cause I don't wanna go alone. I don't wanna go alone. Don't wanna go. I don't wanna go alone.
Thank you, Neil. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. I would very much like to invite Anne up to share, which will just be short. And then we're going to have...
You believe it?
I do believe it because I know what you wrote.
Just to prove that there are surprises. It's like my voice doesn't carry without the mic. So I want to thank everybody here. It's lovely to see all your faces. Louise Margaret Rose Trett has been my best friend since we were children. She was my confidant, and she was my teacher. No matter how long we've been apart, through marriages and children and all the craziness of life, as soon as we were together, we were at home. Time never seemed to matter to us. We always behaved like teenagers. And laughter flowed so easily. My life will never be the same without her loving presence. We didn't quite make it to 50 years of friendship, which makes me feel sad. She was indeed one of God's greatest gifts to me. But I didn't expect him to take her back so early. My darling friend Louise, you will be the song in my heart forever.
Short, hey? Are you impressed?
Thank you, Anne. That was lovely. Simon, please, I invite you.
I miss my sister, and will think about her every day. This is just too hard for any of us to imagine, but here we are. We were so very close. She was so close to everyone here. She loved and was totally devoted to her kids and grandchildren.
Simon,
Speak up.
Mom can't hear.
You need to get a mic there, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Mom?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
thank you.
I'll start the second one again. She loved and was totally devoted to her kids and grandchildren. You were her light, and from the moment you arrived, she helped you feed that light and to keep it turned on. She taught you to be kind and generous and strong. She made sure that you were educated and unafraid to try new things. You were all great young men because of your mom. And you, Mom, this is especially hard for you. No one should ever outlive their kids. Louise was always there for you. From now on, all you have to do is call, and we'll be there also. You grew up in a time when you had to make your own fun and be creative. You played hard, you took risks. You would stay outdoors from morning light until the sun went down. I remember back in Troon in Cornwall when the moon was about 8 and I climbed trees going right to the top, looking out across the moors. Then for fun start swaying back and forth in one tree, me in one and her in another, trying to reach out and touch hands. Mom came out once when we were doing this and screamed bloody murder as she watched the kids swaying in those trees. Safe to say it frightened Mom, but it enervated us and made us feel alive. Music and art were my sister's passion. It made her light up and radiate. It was her release and helped and guided her through her creative life. My sister was a brilliant artist and a great musician. I can't think of life without her. Not being able to just phone and talk and giggle and bitch about stupid things that would piss us off. Just to have her ear whenever I needed it. And for her to have mine. This will be hard.
Thank you, Simon. I invite you up, Ian.
My sister kept me sane. When I was a young man, I had so much anger in me. Angry at the world. Angry at everything. She'd bring me down. She was the only one who could. And I was raging, and I mean, you just got out of my way because I would hurt you. she'd bring me down. She'd calm me down. Stop me. I finally got old enough to put the rage away and start to live my life like a human. She was there for me all the time. My sister never once let me down. She's my oldest friend. And I'm broken, and I miss her. She won't be replaced in my life. It's impossible. But I'll try not to get too pissed off, because she wouldn't like it. All right, thanks.
Oh, I need some of those tissues. Thank you, everyone, for being so patient and letting everyone share. Oh, you brought me tissues. Yes. Rip it. Rip it. Yes. You just wanted to touch the wind chimes.
You know me well, my brother.
Yep. Karen, I do want to give you the opportunity if you do want to come on, but it's okay if you don't.
You can come and blubber on us.
I do want to offer about 10 minutes if anyone else would like to come up and say a few words before I offer some closing remarks. It's okay if you don't want to. I just wanted to give the opportunity if anyone did want to speak. Okay. So thank you to everyone that shared. Thank you, Neil, for that wonderful song. Beautifully done. Thank you to Eileen, Simon, Ann, my brothers. Appreciate it. So this is going to conclude our seated portion of the service. And everyone will be able to get up and move around, and we're going to start food service quickly. And we can have some drinks. There are beautiful gardens around, so please enjoy them. And I just have a couple of final remarks. One is that you see all these beautiful flowers around. And these ones are marked with our beautiful stencil work, with hearts and stars and moons. There's a flower for everyone. And if you wish, you can take a flower home. Just with the point being that you can take it home, maybe plant it in your garden, and that we can spread the beauty of Louise's spirit in everyone's home. If you don't want a flower, maybe tell a friend that does want a flower that they can have yours. Adrian thanked me for coordinating all this, and I've had a lot of thank yous over the last few weeks, and people telling me that they're proud of me, but really I'm just trying to just do what Louise would have done and continue that. So thank you all for being here. Let's get some food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Trett.
hugs. All are totally safe. What? What?